We're designing and building a window and a frame for an exterior door. Every once in a while, engineers make a mistake. Okay, now it's time to fix it. That's coming up right now. ECN, which stands for Engineering Change Notice. And also sometimes they're called ECO, or Engineering Change Order. And this is something that engineers do pretty often, and although no engineer wants to admit a mistake, what I'm going to suggest here. I had to be thinking, when I made this design, I thought, well, I'm going to cut everything perfectly so there won't be any problem getting this unit into the window, the existing window opening. Well, the existing window opening is 25 inches by 21 inches. Okay, so it's 25 inches by 21 inches. And I designed this to be exactly 25 by 21, and I thought, you know, if I have to, I can cut the door. But it's a steel door with a foam insert. I guess it's a foam inside it. And if I have to be cutting, I just don't want to have to be cutting anything. And I know no matter how accurate or close I get this, if I don't trim it back a little bit, I'm going to end up having to make changes there on the site while I'm trying to install this. So some of the important changes that I've made are just basically that I'm going to trim this back 1/8 of an inch, and it's just really going to be a matter of just trimming 1/8 of an inch off of one of these, right, on that side, and it'll be a trim, you know, like that, you know, a trim 1/8 of an inch off of each side. And then, of course, on one of these, or on both of these, so it would be trim this piece and this piece, and then trim one side of each of these, just one side of each of these, right? For example, over here, I would trim one side of that, and down here, one side of that. So I'll trim there and there. And then on each of these, I would trim one side of this and one side of this, just to bring it back down and hit my target. The new, I'm going to trim it back 1/8 of an inch. So now this new dimensions, these dimensions have all changed. This is 24 7/8. It was 25. This one was 27. Now it's going to be 26 7/8. This dimension was 21. Now is 20 7/8. This one was 23. Now 22 7/8. These inside dimensions have also changed because this whole thing is going to be smaller. From 19 to 18 7/8, and from 23 to 22 7/8. The window size is not going to change, 24 by 20, obviously, because I'm not, you know, I'm not a window cutter. Well, if I wanted to, I couldn't shave I don't have the equipment. I don't know who can shave 1/8 of an inch off of a piece of glass. So in order to compensate for that, what we're going to do is use the dado, which is this guy right here, and cut about 1/16 of an inch deeper into our trench here. And so that changes, I mean, it doesn't change this 1/2 inch dimension, which is this over here, but it does put 1/16 of an inch gutter down here for the glass to sink into. Now, one of these already has about probably 1/8 of an inch gutter in it, so it wouldn't hurt to put a little bit more. As you can see, here's the 1/16 inch gutter. This piece will remain unchanged, except that just as these 4 pieces here get cut, these, which represents these 4 pieces here, these 4 pieces here will also have to be cut 1/8 of an inch. So that is the sum total. As I said, you know, it's a 40-mile drive for me to go to install this window, and I don't want to drive all the way there, find out that I can't cut an opening or sit there and have an opening. I mean, I know I can drive up there with this exactly 25 and this exactly 21. But if there's any deviation on that window, the existing window at all, this piece isn't going to fit. So I decided to give myself an 8, and the main reason is because I was getting ready to glue this all together, and at the last minute I changed my mind. So I'm not going to glue it until, because once you glue it, that's it. Especially when I get the plate in. I was getting ready to glue this all to get back together, and I said, well, that's it, because I have never tried to unglue something, even with the wood glue, which is, you're supposed to be able to get it undone by, I guess you steam it, but you can forget it wet, soak it, but that's got to be a long and difficult process. So now, I think the first thing I'm going to do is dado these guys and put in that 1/16 gutter. The next one is 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4 more cuts. So 8 cuts, and then 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 cuts, and then we're going to start gluing this stuff together. So let me get that prepped up. You've already seen a dado run, so the next time we're going to be trying to glue. Thanks for watching my program. If you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for an organized listing of my YouTube videos, go to my website, www.wherearemyplacebos.com, and click on videos. Have a great day.